Welcome to YQ Academy, Frequently Asked SQL Queries, Interview Questions and Answers. 1. Find the third max salary in the EMP table. To find the third maximum salary in the EMP table, you can use the following SQL query. In this query, we are selecting distinct salaries from the EMP table and ordering them in descending order. Then, we use the offset clause to skip the first two rows representing the two highest salaries and fetch the next row using the fetch next clause. The one row only limits the result to a single row, which will be the third maximum salary in the table. 2. Find the third min salary in the EMP table. To find the third minimum salary in the EMP table, you can use the following SQL query. In this query, we are selecting distinct salaries from the EMP table and ordering them in ascending order. Then, we use the offset clause to skip the first two rows representing the two lowest salaries and fetch the next row using the fetch next clause. The one row only limits the result to a single row, which will be the third minimum salary in the table. 3. Select first n records from a table. To select the first n records from a table, you can use the limit clause in your SQL query. For example, 4. Select last n records from a table. To select the last n records from a table, you typically need a column that represents the order in which the records were inserted or some other form of ordering criteria. Assuming you have a column named ID that represents the insertion order, you can use the following queries. 5. List Dept name for all the departments in which there are no employees in the department. To list the department number and department name for all departments that have no employees, you can use a left join and check for null values in the employee-related columns. Here's an example query. In this query, the department table is joined with the employee table using a left join on the Dept column. The where clause filters out the rows where the Dept in the employee table is null, indicating that there are no employees in that department. 6. How to get 3 max salaries. Here is an example. In this query, the order by clause is used to sort the salaries in descending order. 7. How to get 3 min salaries. To get the 3 minimum salaries from a table, you can use the order by clause in combination with the limit or top clause. In this query, the order by clause is used to sort the salaries in ascending order. 8. How to get nth max salaries. To get the nth maximum salaries from a table, you can use the order by clause in combination with the limit or top clause. In these queries, the order by clause is used to sort the salaries in descending order. Then, the row_number function with a subquery SQL server. 9. Select distinct records from EMP table. To select distinct records from the EMP table, you can use the distinct keyword in your SQL query. Here's an example. This query will return all unique records from the EMP table, considering all columns in the table. If you want to select distinct records based on specific columns, you can specify those columns instead of using asterisks. For example, this query will return distinct records based on the emp_name and emp_dept columns, considering only those two columns for uniqueness. 10. How to delete duplicate rows in a table. To delete duplicate rows in a table, you can use the row_number function in combination with a common table expression CT and the delete statement. Here's an example. In this query, replace your underscore table with the name of your table and column1, column2 with the columns that define the duplicate records. The partition by clause specifies the columns that determine duplicates, and the order by clause determines which duplicate rows to keep, in this case, the first occurrence. The CT assigns a row number (rn) to each row based on the specified columns. The delete statement then deletes the rows with a row number greater than 1, effectively removing the duplicate rows from the table. 11. Count of number of employees in department wise. To count the number of employees in each department, you can use the group by clause along with the count function. Here's an example. In this query, replace employees with the name of your table and department with the column that represents the department in your table. The group by clause groups the rows by the department column, and the count asterisk function counts the number of rows in each group, giving you the count of employees in each department. The result of the query will have two columns: department and employee underscore count, where department represents the department name, and employee underscore count represents the count of employees in that department. 12. Suppose there is annual salary information provided by Emp table. How to fetch monthly salary for each and every employee. If you have annual salary information in the Emp table and you want to fetch the monthly salary for each employee, you can use a simple SQL query that divides the annual salary by well. Here's an example. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table, and emp underscore it, emp underscore name, and salary with the appropriate column names in your table. The query selects the employee ID, employee name, and calculates the monthly salary by dividing the annual salary by 12 using the expression salary/12. The result will include the monthly salary for each employee. 13. Select all record from Emp table where Dept number equal 10 or 40. 2. Select all records from the Emp table where the department number is either 10 or 40. You can use the following SQL query. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table and Dept underscore no with the appropriate column name representing the department number in your table. The in keyword allows you to specify multiple values in the where clause. In this case, it selects all records where the department number is either 10 or 40. The asterisk selects all columns from the Emp table, so the result will include all columns for the matching records. 14. Select all record from Emp table where Dept no equal 30 and sal greater than 1500. 2. Select all records from the Emp table where the Dept no is 30 and sal is greater than 1500. You can use the following SQL query. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table and Dept no and sal with the appropriate column names representing the department number and salary in your table. The and operator is used to combine multiple conditions in the where clause. In this case, it selects records where the department number is 30 and the salary is greater than 1500. The asterisk selects all columns from the Emp table, so the result will include all columns for the matching records. 15. Select all record from Emp table where job not in salesman or clerk. 2. Select all records from the Emp table where the job is not salesman or clerk. You can use the following SQL query. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table and job with the appropriate column name representing the job title in your table. The not in operator is used to exclude records where the job title is salesman or clerk. By specifying the values in the parentheses after not in, you can exclude multiple job titles from the result set. The asterisk selects all columns from the Emp table, so the result will include all columns for the matching records. 16. Select all record from Emp table where a name is Blake, Scott, King, and Ford. 2. Select all records from the Emp table where the name is Blake, Scott, King, and Ford. You can use the following SQL query. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table and a name with the appropriate column name representing the employee name in your table. The in operator is used to specify multiple values for the ename column. By specifying the values in the parentheses after in, you can select records where the ename matches any of the specified values. The asterisk selects all columns from the Emp table, so the result will include all columns for the matching records. 17. Select all records where a name starts with s and its length is 6 char. 2. Select all records from the Emp table where the name starts with s and has a length of 6 characters. You can use the following SQL query. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table and a name with the appropriate column name representing the employee name in your table. The like operator is used to perform pattern matching in SQL. The pattern s underscore 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 specifies that the name should start with s and have exactly 6 characters, where each underscore represents a single character. This pattern will match names like Scott and Smith but not names with fewer or more than 6 characters. The percent wildcard is not used here as it would match any number of characters, whereas we specifically want to match exactly 6 characters. 18. Select all records where a name may be any number of character but it should end with R. To select all records from the emp table where the name can be any number of characters but ends with R, you can use the following SQL query. In this query, replace emp with the name of your table and a name with the appropriate column name representing the employee name in your table. The like operator is used for pattern matching in SQL. The pattern %r specifies that the name should end with R, where the %wildcard represents any number of characters. This pattern will match names like Peter, Sander, and Baker as long as they end with R. This is the end of our SQL interview questions. We hope you enjoyed learning with YQ Academy. Until next time, goodbye.